Harada leaves Bandai Namco.
This is big.
I pretty much seen him say, "Don't ask me for nothing.
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for shit." Okay,
Don't ask me for shit.
Don't ask me for shit.
Before Malik actually met Harada at Combo Breaker.
Combo Breaker.
We got a picture with him.
Got a picture with him.
But
real nice guy. But this is huge. But I'm curious on what this means for him, because the statement he made kind of alluded to, like, he was close with the guy who made Dead or Alive, who just passed.
Mm-hmm.
And he alluded to seeing like him pass and going to his funeral made him think like, what do I want to do with life type thing? One of those, it's time to evaluate life type situations. So I'm curious if he's retiring and leaving the industry altogether, or is he just like, I don't want to be stagnant and I want to go off and do some things on my own or with a different company, start my own company, join a different company. So I'm curious on what he's going to do. As far as what this means for Tekken, this is a huge blow for Tekken. And I'm not even talking from a functional standpoint, because I believe he was never really a programmer. He was kind of just like a manager type person. Hey, let's go in this direction. But you know, I don't think he did any actual programming. I think he was more of a director type.
And he's been running it since Tekken 1.
Yeah.
Like for 30.
No, he was saying in the early days,
right?
He did voices. He did the voices for Law.
Okay.
And he was in charge of like promotion.
Okay.
So all he did was like take the arcade cabinets to places and say, hey, try this game out that we're making. It was his success doing that got him promoted into the role he is now.
But he's been with Tekken for 30 years.
Yeah, he's been with Tekken for 30 years. Okay. My whole thing is why this is a huge blow is because he was the face
of Tekken.
You knew if Tekken we got Tekken, Harada's going to show up. He's going to be the one to reveal the new games, the new characters, the new seasons. He's the face. And then not only that is he was active in the community.
Very community.
If you tweeted him and said, hey, I don't like this feature, what was your thought process behind it? He would answer you. So him leaving is going to be a huge blow to that company from a publicity standpoint, because you now lose your face, and then a guy that was directly in touch with the people. Because the guy that always goes with him, what's his name? I believe he's American. The white guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I
can't remember his name, but a lot of people have said, I've never seen it, so I can't confirm it, that he's very confrontational if you were to like tweet at him.
Right.
So he can't be the guy because he ain't like that.
Right.
So now who are you going to have in that role? And then Harada has this charisma to him that just made people love him. Like he just did stuff that showed he had charisma. He wasn't just a business guy.
Got you.
So I think this is going to be a huge blow to Bandai.
Absolutely. It absolutely it is. And the one other thing about Harada was like I said, he was so big in the community, he interacted with the fans, and he would play the games with the fans at the events. Like you don't see Ed Boon doing that shit for Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? He would actually play. He would sit down and play fans in Tekken.
And for a good amount of people, that makes you want to play that game.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you interact with somebody who has such a say in the game, you'd be like, well, this person loves their game, they play their game, it'd make you want to play it. You know what I mean? So
all the major, fighting game events, over here, he's here. He comes over, every time, whether it's Evo, Combo Breaker, or whatever, whenever they're announcing something, he is here, and
so, I mean, I get it. The evaluating life part.
Yeah.
Like you were saying.
Absolutely.
So for instance, I'm not obviously in that field yet, but as a firefighter, we have a lot of dudes to do that. They be like, oh, I want to go until I'm 65 or whatever. And then like, when we had the chief pass away, they're like, a lot of dudes were like, I kind of want to enjoy life. And they're like, never mind, let me reevaluate this. And then we had like a bunch of dudes retire because they're like, why am I still here? And I'm like, not to his sense, but like for us, I never understand that mindset of wanting to work all your life.
Yeah.
Like, I want to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, we only get one as far as we know. And I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be stuck having to do this or having to do that or having to do this. And that's probably where his mindset is. Like, you know, I'm sure he probably enjoys traveling, but there's probably some times where he's just like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but when you have a love for something the way he did Tekken, he's like, I gotta be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So now stepping away, it's probably like, okay, well, now I can control my life a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, that, like you said, our generation, like you said, we're the ones that's starting to realize, like, you know, well, I think Gen Z is the ones that really figured it out. Like, why I need to stay at this job. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'll just quit. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us is starting.
Gen Z is good for that. They just up. Hey, I don't want to be here. Deuces.
Yeah, like, you know, the older generation are like, oh, you got to be at this job for 30 to 40 years. I'm like, why? They'll lay you off whenever. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I've been here for 35 years and they laid me off because these jobs don't care about you.
That's why I say jobs don't deserve a 2-week notice.
Yeah, they don't care. Like, you
should have noticed 2 weeks ago. I stopped caring.
Right. Like, you may have a supervisor that cares about you, that's fine, but the higher ups don't give two shits about you. No. Like, the shareholders, they don't care. They, long as you show up for work and the money's coming in for them, that's all they fucking care about. Everyone's replaceable at a job. Even the CEO's replaceable. They already got someone in lined up for that when that CEO gets forced to step down. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes, you know, and I don't know who's going to replace Harada, but hopefully the person is good. You know what I mean? Like you said, can't be the guy that's with him, you know, because obviously, you know, if you're going to have him in the way Tekken is right now, him, you know, being confrontational with people, that's going to make it even worse.
Yeah.
So you got to have someone that's going to interact, and doesn't have to be exactly like a Harada, but, you know, just, you know, be a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be a good spokesperson for the game and the community.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel we need more people like that that is running these things, and to be interact more, because you don't see people with Street Fighter do that. Like, you know, it's always like the pro players that when everyone is basically talking for the company. You know, so but it's you know, so hopefully we get more people that's running this stuff to actually interact with the fans more. It shows that you actually care and it's not about our wallet.
Yeah.
You know, so
you got to see what comes of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm curious on what he's going to do. I wouldn't mind if he said, hey, I'm starting my own company and we're going to make something else that's more in line with what I want. I would love to see that. But if he chooses to just say, hey, I'm step back and just live life, I'm okay with that as well.
Yep. But thank you, Harada, for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, you are the face of Tekken.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we appreciate everything you've done for the Tekken community. And even though we don't like Tekken 8, I don't personally, but we still thank you for everything that you've done, and we greatly appreciate you.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it's a boss move to go out and say, hey, I'm leaving, and I made a mixtape to commemorate me leaving. Here's my mixtape.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, that I've always wanted to do a DJ at an event I could never got to, so here's a mixtape of all the Tekken music in my mix. Did you listen to it yet? Because I know you're big in the video Tekken music.
I haven't got to it. I need to.
I know Darren said he listened to a little bit of it.
He's the one that told us about it, right?
Yeah, I was wondering what y'all were talking about when I seen that text messages, and I was like, yeah, it's music. I don't care.
I was asking them if they listened to it.